and leader of the battle. And with that, he began in his own language and sung psalms with a loud voice, and rushing unawares upon George's men, he put them to flight. So Judas gathered his host and came into the city of Odalam. And when the seventh day came, they purified themselves as the custom was, and kept the Sabbath in the same place. And upon the day following, as the use had been, Judas and his company came to take up the bodies of them that were slain, and to bury them with their kinsmen in their father's grave. Now under the coats of every one that was slain, they found things consecrated to idols of the Jamnites, which is forbidden the Jews by the law. Then every man saw that this was the cause whereof they were slain. So you know, you got wicked people that are among the righteous, and spiritually, on the spiritual aspect of it, they're keeping idols hidden.
They got sifted out.
Yeah, right? so they got sifted out. Now, just to relate that to what's going on now in this time, you got people that are wicked, that are amongst the children of the righteous children of Israel, but inwardly they have things inwardly that are abominable before Yahawashi. So Yahawashi is going to root them out from among the righteous.
I'll use the example because recently I just heard about there was a dude who he was committing adultery. You know, he was still claiming to be an Israelite and shit. He has the nickname Seattle Snake. Nigga got drop kicked by an angel off a building, got his fucking spine turned into a pretzel. You know, he was putting on the good old Israelite show, probably saying the name, had his garment, probably was fresh to death and shit, but secretly behind the brother's back, you know, he's committing adultery. You know, and that's the scriptures say a man that committed adultery lacketh understanding, and that's the Most High said he punishes the sinners. You know. So whether you do it out in the open or in the secret, you'll get punished for it. So that's why it behooves everybody, all the sincere Achim, to do the laws to the best of their abilities. You know, you're not gonna be 100%, but you shouldn't be out here doing shit you know you have no business doing. You know, don't smoke a blunt and be like, oh, you know what, Lord will let me off. This will be my last one for this week. I'll get another one. This will be my last one. Next thing you know, you take another one, your fucking throat explodes because it caught fire or some shit.
This is Sirach 23, verse 18. A man that breaketh wedlock, saying thus in his heart, who seeth me? I am compassed about with darkness. The walls cover me, and nobody seeth me. What need I to fear? The Most High will not remember my sins. Such a man only feareth eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of Yahawah are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of man, and considering the most secret parts.
And why is that the Most High's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun? Why is it he can see what everybody's doing? He can hear what everybody's doing. It's because he has his angels everywhere, relaying the messages back to back. You know, that's why it's not a wise thing to do wickedness in the darkness just because physical human eyes aren't there. You know, on the carnal side of it, that's why Esau has these cameras set up. You know, they set them up. They like to set them up near these little light poles so you can barely see them. If you speed a red light, you might not think a cop is there. The camera just take a picture of your license plates and send it to your ass with a $500 ticket. You know, and the Most High, he's a more righteous judge, so he ain't gonna send you a $500 ticket. He's gonna send you death by the sword. You know, if you're doing something that's deserving of death. Somebody else? I'll appreciate it. That's it.
Oh, okay, kind. This is Jeremiah 16, verse 17. For mine eyes are upon all the ways. They are not hid from my face. Neither is their iniquity hid from mine eyes. And first I will recompense their iniquity and their sin double. Because they have defiled my land, they have filled my inheritance with their carcasses and their detestable and abominable things.
The Most High said he's going to fill their what double? So,
and I will recompense their iniquity and their sin double.
Yeah, he's going to recompense their iniquity and their sin double. So those people doing it in the darkness and the secret, they're going to get it twice as hard. Rather than just your average out here wicked piece of shit. You know, they're still going to get bad judgment. But the people who do it in darkness, they're going to get it that much worse, you know. Because nobody likes people who do things in the back, you know, people who do things in the background or do things in the darkness. Because scriptures say, everything darkness is going to come to light.
Speak on that real quick. Yeah, because the things you do will come to light. You're giving information, being an agent. You gotta watch. You gotta kind of watch what you do. When you deal with brothers, you gotta kind of like make sure that you don't give like information out on brothers and shit. Keep everything cool. Because when it comes down to it, at the end, it'll come back and fall upon you with the Most High. Things in that sort. Because what goes around comes around. So you know things when people do come to light, man. It comes to light. Go ahead.
It's Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of man is fully set in them to do evil.
Like that's going back a little bit to what I brought out was in Solomon. You know, since these people, since the punishment didn't come immediately. You know, let's say somebody ran out and committed adultery. You know, they was, oh shit, okay, I got home safe, didn't die, car didn't crash. Oh shit, let me get something set up for tomorrow. You know, so they continue in it. Continue in it because nothing happened immediately. But what people forget or what they just don't care about is that the judgment is still coming. Globally, when the shit hits the fan, you know, the phrase. When everything starts happening out here, that's when judgment is going to be handed out in buckets. You know, everybody's getting judgment. It's getting slung here, it's getting slung there. You know, the Most High isn't going to discriminate anymore. He's not going to wait, because when that judgment comes, it's not going to be withheld. The wicked aren't going to have any shelter anymore. You're not going to be able to go hide anywhere. So, starting with the men of the Lord, because we're the forefront.
The ones that ain't right.
Yeah. The slot.
He said this judgment started at his house first.
You know. If it starts at us, how much more for the wicked? How much more for the heathens? How much more for the people who despise the law? For people who willingly blaspheme and willingly go off?
This is Job 34, verse 21. For his eyes are upon the ways of men, and he seeth all his goings. There is no darkness, nor shadow of death, where the workers of iniquity may hide themselves.
No shadows
There is no darkness, nor shadow of death, where the workers of iniquity may hide themselves.
No darkness, nor shadow of death. You know, there's no spot on this planet or in outer space dark enough to hide you from the eyes of the Most High. You know, whether you're doing something here or on fucking Jupiter, the Most High will see you. You'll get judged for it. You got more on that?
No. But I got another one. I know his brother got one.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
You'd like to ask a question?
Yeah, what's up?
Interrupt videography and everything. What do you call you guys? What do y'all call yourselves?
We're the Hebrew Israelites.
Hebrew Israelites?
You ever heard of that?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I've heard of it a lot. I'm just saying, so y'all do this every Sabbath?
Every Saturday, not Saturday.
Sabbath isn't right now. That's a whole nother lesson, you know.
Yeah.
Well, today's a Saturday, which is the Sabbath.
No,
7 day.
that's the error.
Okay, so can I ask you a question?
Please.
Whose calendar system are we following?
Well, we follow the Jewish calendar, which is 360 days for the year.
We're not following the Jewish
extra
calendar.
5 days
We're
are
following
pagan holidays.
Okay,
that they added
well,
on
you
to the
asked us a question to tell us something, or did you ask us a question to hear our answer?
I'm just saying, every Sabbath, do y'all come here to preach?
So what we're letting you know is that the calendar system that you're following today is not our calendar system. It's a so-called white man's calendar system, a Gregorian calendar system, right? So, what does the word Saturday mean?
Saturn, after the god Saturn.
For God Saturn. Does that word Saturn appear in the Bible at all?
No.
We didn't call our days after names.
Right.
The first day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day.
Right.
Now another thing that we didn't do, we followed a calendar system that was predicated upon the cycle of the moon. Now when you go into what is that, Sirach 30, 36, 34, 40, 43. Right? If one of you brothers can get that, and
What's it called?
It's going to be quick.
Sirach 43.
Because when you go into Genesis, the first chapter, it's going to tell you what the Lord made the sun and the moon for.
Okay, you got it? All right, just go ahead and read that. Now check this out, right? No, just go down to the point where it says the moon. Yeah, it should be like 7.
Yep. This is Sirach 43 and 7. From the moon is the sign of feast, a light that decreaseth in her perfection. The month is called after her name.
When the moon is perfect, that means that you can see the whole moon in the sky. That's when a full moon. It says the light that decreases in its perfection. When it's full, that means that it's perfect. You can clearly visible. This is Sirach.
I never heard of that.
It's out of the Apocrypha.
It's out of the Apocrypha, out of the King James 1611 Bible.
The hidden knowledge.
There you go. Now, go ahead and finish that.
The month is called after her name.
It says that the month is called after the moon. So the way that you keep a month, or the way that you know what day it is of the month, you will look at the moon. The moon is our calendar system. We didn't follow the so-called white man's calendar system back then. We followed after the month because, like the brother said in Genesis 1:14, the Lord gave it to us as a sign to know which day it was. So we just had the new moon about a week, a little bit over a week.
So you.
Come the 22nd, we will be 2 weeks into the new moon.
Perfection.
So that's when you, on March 22nd, that's when you're gonna see a full moon visible in the sky.
Sundown.
March 22nd.
Yes. So today wouldn't be considered the Sabbath, because when you deal with the new moon, the word new moon would mean new month.
But doesn't Sabbath, if you look in the book of Leviticus,
It means the 7th day.
Right. But I'm saying it means rest too. But I'm saying like Sabbath also meant like feast days
That's
too.
when they changed.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? Could have been a while. Is that what he's saying? Like the
for the
feast?
feast, because how did the Israelites, the Hebrew Israelites, how did they establish their Sabbath?
I got it.
Because their Sabbath was always on what, the 7th day, but what marked the first day?
Yeah.
No, 7th day, sundown, which beginning of the 8th day. So like,
Right.
my bad. But yeah, pretty much. So that's how they established it, and then they'll start their feast at sundown, right? That'll be the beginning of the new day.
So when Easter's coming up, do y'all? I mean, that's
No, we don't celebrate.
that's not Good Friday.
No.
That's that Easter, that whole Easter thing. That's a Babylonian, Assyrian,
Right.
Assyrian, Babylonian worshiping fertility goddess and sex goddess. So basically, that's why you have bunnies and you have eggs as the so-called icons to represent Easter. You see what I'm saying? And that's why they do it around this time, because it's what? It's around the same time that everything is budding and it's beginning to be fruitful around this time. Like you're gonna see the trees to come forth. You're gonna see the animals come around more because they're coming back. You know, the seasons are changing and such.
This is Psalms 83:1. It says, "Blow up the trumpet in the new moon, in the time appointed on our solemn feast, on our solemn feast days." So the new moon is when there's no moon in the sky. Whereas a little crescent, that's the first day when it appears. So when it's black, so the moon ain't nothing but a big
talking
clock.
about the crescent refers
The
to
little
what?
small, not that big, not that Arab with the Arabs do. The little tiny line. It's about like a big old circle. It's a tiny line up there. So that's when they blow it, and because they're looking for the first day, they blow the trumpet in the new moon. So as it goes up, it goes full to the full moon, which is basically like a half of the month. Like then it goes back to black. It's a big old clock in the sky. That's all it is. Now we already had a. So just think about this: if you were shipwrecked on the ship, you was passed out. You wake up on the shore. How would you know what day it is? By the moon. So you wake up, you'll see. Okay, this is the 15th or the 13th day, because back then we knew how to check out the moon. That's how you knew what day it was of that month. So that's how it goes.
See, the Lord
So you went based on that to know what day the Sabbath day was.
Basically.
Exactly. It was a marker. See, so today they do what? They established the Gregorian calendar, as the brother said to you, right? Now, but still on this Gregorian calendar, they still acknowledge what the Lord had made. Because you still see full moon, quarter moon, first full, and so on, right?
But you don't believe in the day, like